Hi everybody, welcome to Push It Up video. My name is Eric. Today we'll be looking at Rolling America. Now, Rolling America is a 2015 release by Game Rights Games. It is by designer Hisashi Hiyashi, who also brought you quite a lot of other games like Trains, Sail to India, and also Lost Legacy. Now, Rolling America is a 1 to many player game, right? It's like 1 to plus 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 plus. So it plays very fast, like 15 minutes, and it is a game about rolling dice and then trying to put those dice into a particular sheet of paper with different areas, and then following the laws that they provided in the rules. So your objective is to try to get as many of these numbers down and try not to have X's. So you have X's when you could not put any numbers down, and that is bad. So at the end of the game, there's a certain number of rounds, 8 rounds. At the end of the game, whoever has the least number of X's will win the game. So let's take a look at the game components, how to play the game, and my thoughts about the game. Alright, this is what you get in Rolling America. First, I must say the box is pretty cool. It's like this neat little magnetic thing, keeps everything nice and compact inside the game, and it looks visually stunning. Right, it's very cool. I like the box a lot. You come with a whole pack of paper, which is the actual game board itself. So every time you play, each player will get one piece, and then you'll be writing down numbers on the paper like so. Alright, hopefully you will be able to print this out once you finish out this stack, so they can play the game more. It comes with 7 dice, alright, in different colors, as well as 1 clear dice. Alright, try to. And because it's Rolling America, so all the dice pips are stars, which is quite cool. Alright, the dice are nice standard quality dice. Oh. And it also comes with a little bag like so. This is for you to put a dice and for you to draw the dice from when you play the game. So all in all, good components. I like it quite a bit. So how do you play the game? Alright, so Rolling America, each player first you will have 1 sheet of paper. Alright, and then you put all dice into the bag. Alright, then randomly decide who will go first. That player will take the bag and will draw 2 dice from the bag, and then we'll roll them. Alright, so it's red 1, orange 2. Now every player that is in the game will now take a pen and try to figure out where to place the red 1 and the orange 2 inside their paper. So for orange 2, you need to place it in any one of these regions. Alright, the red 1, you place it in any of these regions. Alright, the only condition is that if you place a number down, it must be the numbers around it, alright, the regions around that region that you're putting it down must at most have a difference of one pip. So for example, if I cannot put a 1 here in this particular region. Cannot put a 1 here, right? Because the difference between the 3 and a 1 is more than a 1, so I cannot put the 1 here. I could not put a 1 here as well because these regions are touching. I cannot put a 1 here as well, but I could put a 1 here, for example. Alright, for the 2, since there's no problem, there's no other regions right now, I can put a 2 anywhere I want. Alright, now at the start of the game, it might appear simple. Oh, it's very simple, I just take 2 dice and do the same thing. It might appear very simple, but later on, as the map becomes more and more crowded with numbers, it becomes a bit more difficult. So we'll keep doing this. The next player will take another 2 dice and roll. Alright, so now you put a blue 2 and a purple 6, and you take 2 dice and roll. Now for the clear dice, it is special, it's a wild color. So you can choose any color that you want to put this down. If after you put all 6, after 6 dice has been rolled out, alright, you will cancel, that's the end of 1 round. So you cancel this, and then you move on to the next round, and so on and so forth. Alright, after 8 rounds, then we'll count the points, count the X's in the game. Alright, so one of the few other things that you have in the game is that if it's just rolling dice and writing down numbers is a very simple and possibly not a game that I would like. But it is interesting because the game now has all these different abilities that you can have that will help you to be able to place the numbers down on your paper. Color change. When you let's say I had this 2 and I decided I do not want a red color 1, for example, I want a different color 1. I could cross out this color change and now it becomes any other color that I want. It become a green color 1, for example. Alright, well, take note, you only have all the powers, you only have 3 times you can activate throughout the entire game. So I can only do 3 times color change before I cannot use this power anymore. Guard means that I'll place the number down, I'll draw a circle around it, and I will give you an example like so. Alright, guard like that, I'll draw a circle around it. It means that I can now ignore the agency difference of 1 rule. That means I can now put any number around this 1 that's guarded and it will not matter. Alright, so that's quite a powerful thing. Dupe means you now duplicate that dice, and now you can write down the number as well. So think of it like you have duplicated the dice. So for example, if I roll a blue 2, if I can now dupe it, so I can now put another blue 2 like so. So I can put these 2 2s based on this one single blue dice. Alright, so all these powers are very interesting. So when the game has, if you cannot put down any number at all, alright, then you have to put X. So for example, if I roll a 2 orange and I cannot put the 2 orange anywhere, then I must put an X. Or if this was the only space reading, I'll put X. Now if all the colors have been filled up and the dice is rolled, then you can ignore the dice, alright, because all your regions are filled up already. Alright, so putting X's are bad because they'll count against you for winning. So after all the rounds is finished, you take your piece of paper, you pass it to your player on your left. They will check to make sure everything is correct. If there's any mistakes, you just cross it out. And then they'll count the number of X's that you have, and you put it inside here. Alright, then you compare who has a fewer number of X's, and that player is the winner. So that's it. That's all there is to the rules of the game. So let's go to my thoughts about the game. So what do you think of Rolling America? I really like it. I was quite surprised because mostly I thought it's just dice rolling and just writing down numbers, and how hard can that be? I mean, it's just doing those stuff again and again. And I'm usually lean more towards a Euro style game. So I was kind of surprised when I really like this game. If it's just only dice rolling, as I mentioned in the rules explanation, then it's quite a straightforward game. But because of the special powers, that makes it much more interesting, because then you need to think, should I use the power now, or do I want to push my luck and use it later on? Knowing where to place the numbers is also very interesting. It's also very important actually, because if you can think several steps ahead, then you know that you will not place numbers which will then end up screwing yourself. Knowing where to place the numbers strategically is very important. Having these 2 blank spaces here in orange is also quite interesting. It's a very interesting design of the map, because in a way these are like your safe spaces for your orange, because like if you have oranges that do not match with any of the numbers, you can put them here and you do not need to worry about adjacency bonus. So that's very interesting. It makes me want to try the other rolling games that they have, that Hisashi-san has designed. Alright, there's Rolling Japan and there's also Rolling World. And also makes me want to maybe try my hand at designing like Rolling Singapore, for example. Alright, just try see what kind of different maps am created. I bet there probably is a lot of other rolling variants. If you check online on BGG, that probably someone has created a few other rolling XYZ countries just to try out and see what happens. So all in all, I can say that I would recommend Rolling America. It is a very light, compact, easy to play game, very easy to explain, and a lot of people can play. You can play like 10, 20 people, but of course that would make checking a bit more tedious and making sure that they not accidentally scribble the wrong thing and stuff like that. That could make it a bit tedious. But if you trust everybody, which you should when you're playing games with everyone else, then it should be fine. It's not a big issue. So I would say again, Rolling America, I recommend Rolling America. And once again, thanks to Game Right Games for this review copy. And thank you for watching.